So today we got new products from Accsoon. They actually are sponsoring this video and they sent us their new wireless transmitter receiver systems. It's the CineView 2 and it's the SDI model, right? So you have the HDMI, SDI, and we're using it today on a shooting a video, workout video and an interview for a client. Now, we're gonna be rocking these on the Canon C400 and we're also using it on the DJI Ronin 4D. So let's dive in. So first and foremost, I do want to thank Accsoon for sponsoring this video. They did send these out to us for free. So like I said, this is their new CineView 2. And I think they're calling it officially the CineView 2 SDI because you do get an SDI port along with HDMI ports. Get a full color display. And it's a huge upgrade over the original model. Let's do a quick unboxing and I'll give you guys a run through of all the features.
Alright, I've always appreciated Accsoon's packaging. It's very straight to the point, but also appealing. Inside you're going to find a user manual that's very detailed and shows you exactly how the system works and how to change settings. Underneath the foam packaging, you're going to find the transmitter and receiver. Starting with the transmitter first, you're going to get SDI ports, HDMI, buttons on the front, full color display, and the ability to add a battery at the back. With the receiver, you're getting the exact same features. None of the outputs or inputs have been sacrificed. Underneath, you'll find hot shoe adapters, which I won't use, frankly, but it's nice that it's included. And of course, you're going to find a 2.4 and 5G antennas. And this is what the unit looks like assembled. Definitely has a very rugged look and feel.
Now, personally, some of my favorite features are, I really do like that it's SDI and HDMI. I mentioned that a couple times now, but that's a big deal. Most of my cinema cameras are going to be utilizing the SDI feature. But I still do have some mirrorless cameras that don't have an SDI port. So having HDMI comes in clutch as well. But it's not like they just did it on one or the other, right? Both the transmitter and receiver have SDMI and HDMI ports. So you can run it through your external monitor that has an SDI, for example. I appreciate that. They kind of thought of that ahead of time. I do like the color display. It's kind of small, but it does the job. It's clear, easy to see. Some dials on the left-hand side that lets you quickly adjust and change your settings on the fly. But another neat thing is you can actually plug this in for direct power. You don't have to run NP batteries. I prefer going wireless. I do prefer having batteries, but you can also plug into a 7.4 to 16.8 volt adapter, or you can just run 5 volt USB-C. That's really cool. So there's multiple ways of running power through these. Now, hands down, one of the coolest features is having the dual band frequency, right? These guys are automatically switching frequencies for you between the traditional 2.4 Gs and the 5G frequency band. And what's really cool about it is it's completely happening in the background. They're making sure that you're getting the best signal possible. Now, in the menus, you do have several things that you can do to prioritize the signal. HQ quality, normal, or if you prefer, speed, right? All depends on what you want to run. It just kind of removes the headache. So it's very much a beginner-friendly system that's really trying to take all the guesswork out for you. Victor, what do you think of the new headset and wireless video transmission? You've been our director this entire time on the director monitor. How has the systems been working? Have they been pretty reliable?
Very reliable. I actually am kind of shocked how well the equipment worked for this production shoot for promo purposes, and it's actually really good in quality. Even these headsets are actually very useful. I've used traditional walkie-talkies from like back when I was doing like PA work.
Right.
So this one's actually quite interesting to work on headsets like this. It's the first time I use them, and they're actually really reliable.
So what about performance? Well, we've taken it on several different shoots now. We've had this thing for about 2 months. When my team had been talking to Accsoon about doing this review, I really stressed that I wanted them to mention that we're going to take it on multiple shoots before we actually come into a review. And Accsoon was great about that. They were fantastic. Like, you know what? Test it out, make sure you like it, and then do a video if you want to. And we've taken it so far on several music video shoots. We've done a workout video shoot, interview shoot, and very soon, we have, I think 2 weeks from now, we're going to be doing an actual live concert shoot where you can imagine that having a wireless video system is incredibly important when you're shooting a concert. So that's all very relevant in the whole wireless transmission system, right? You need that feature to be able to communicate with your team. And that's how I envisioned having this. I wanted a system that was going to be seamless when it came to communicating for a large project and orchestrating the final product, right? Making sure that we hit our shots and we're organized. And one of the best features is it works really well with their app. You can actually piggyback off of the signal, and anyone that has the app can view the signal on their phone. We might have a tablet on the side that's running the app for the client, so the client can look at it, and we have them in a different area, right? We don't want them distracting the crew, but of course I understand that the clients sometimes just want to see the video, the feed. And then likewise, if we have other folks that may be helping or assisting, if they have their phones, they can download the apps, and again, they're getting a clean video feed. The app's actually really good. You can do a lot of things in the app. You can have like false color and all this other cool stuff, and there's privileges that you can do. It's a fantastic app. Every time we took it out, it never ever disappointed. The range on this thing is incredible. Okay, so I've already given you guys my perspective, but I really wanted to get my buddy's perspective, Micah, who was on the shoot the entire time. We're still rocking the Accsoon headsets. Again, thank you, Accsoon, for sponsoring this video. But Micah, the video transmission system. I mean, you were shooting on the Ronin 4D. You like that camera, right?
Yes.
And we know that the Ronin 4D has its own wireless transmission system that we ended up not purchasing because it was just too expensive. What did you think about the Accsoon video transmission system? Was it flawless? Did it integrate correctly with the DJI Ronin 4D?
Yeah, I mean, it did. I mean, we were able to see everything clearly. We were able to kind of have like a fourth man, if you will, fifth man, if you will, because of how good it was, how clear the image was, how receptive it was. It was my first time using one quite like that, and it was a lot of fun.
Right.
Yeah.
I was really surprised by just how good the range is. I know Accsoon has this feature where it's going through the 2.4 gig and 5 gig transmission band, and it's just doing it seamlessly, so you're always getting the image. But we were at this gym, right? Walking everywhere, all around. It's a big gym, lots of radio interference, and the signal was really good.
Yeah.
Now for the Canon C400, this is where I think the system really rocks, and I think Accsoon does it with their 4K transmission system as well, but you can get a plate, it's a V-mount plate, and the entire package now connects directly to a V-mount battery and plugs right in. And with the Canon C400, it gave us a really slick looking camera, and it also balanced the camera out really well. Everything's towards the back with that V-mount battery now, and it looks like it belongs on the camera. So it's great as a video monitoring system, but can you use it to focus pull? I don't think so. It's sort of a stretch. You can, but I wouldn't say you can focus pull with this guy comfortably or reliably. I did do a latency test. I kept it simple. I wasn't planning on doing like anything extraordinary. I mean, it's just a latency test, and I want to show you guys in real time what it looks like. So in this latency test, turned on the Canon C400. I actually had the receiver hooked up to the Ninja 5 and made sure to record off of that as well. And then I also moved the receiver, I would say 40 to 50 feet away through a couple of walls to another room. And that latency was also recorded, and you can see what that looks like. Overall, I would say on a good feed, a good day, you're getting about 2 frames worth of latency. Now, obviously the video transmission system, it's not good enough to do focus pulling. We know that. There's a bit of a lag, and I would say about like 2 frames worth, maybe 3 frames. Were you seeing a lot of lag?
Yeah, there's a bit of lag here and there, just a bit of input lag from like when is actually being recorded, but it's only by like a few frames, as you were saying. Like I did notice that, but other than that, it's the video quality still is good enough to get to at least register what's being recorded and the clarity of it. it's still reliable to the degree it needs to be.
Accsoon does sell a higher grade model. It's their Master 4K version, I think it's what it's called. That one has obviously 4K resolution, has lower latency, but even then, I wouldn't really say that that's great for focus pulling necessarily. I mean, a lot better than the CineView 2, but I don't think Accsoon in their lineup right now has a really good receiver transmitter system, video monitoring, wireless system that is specifically designed for focus pulling. I think they definitely have the capability, and I wouldn't be surprised if they come up with something real soon to cater to that market. So what about signal drop? Was there any signal drop? Yes, there was signal drop initially, but let me explain. When we first ran this, the first time we ran this on the Canon C400 in this setup here, we did experience signal drop at the director's monitor initially when we were setting up, right? It was cutting out, and we weren't that far away. Like, I'd probably say maybe like 10, 15 feet away from the monitor. Now, the good news is it was completely 100% user error. It was actually my fault. I had some of the antennas weren't on correctly. They weren't screwed on right. And actually pretty shocked and surprised that it was still getting a video feed. Once we figured it out though, screwed them back in, and then we reset the system. Flawless. Never had a signal drop after that. Reliability, I would say, is pretty darn good. So I really think that this is a fantastic video monitoring system for almost every application, even if you're just doing YouTube talking heads like this. And then ultimately, if you're doing professional paid work, then, you know, that's where you're really going to see a return on your investment. But they kind of have like multiple functions. Like if you're doing live streaming or even podcasting and you need to like run it through something, I mean, it can handle all of that. So you're getting a lot of bang for your buck. This does come in at what, $500 for the pair, something like that. And that's really hard to beat at this build quality with all these features that are included with the dual band frequency and the app that allows you to expand on these. That's it for me, guys. I hope you found this video informative. And if you did, please consider subscribing and joining our channel memberships. I'll catch you in the next video.